Good afternoon. Welcome to the CIRET channel. Today, we are going to talk about chemistry and its contribution to the modern world. But first, you need to know what is chemistry. Chemistry is a branch of physical science that studies the change, composition, structure, and properties of matter. Now that you know what is chemistry, we are going to see the contributions of chemistry in the modern world.
Hello everybody, my name is Misael Sepulveda and I am going to talk to you about the contributions of chemistry in medicine. Chemistry has contributed to medicine by the development of new medicines, which contain substances that act in a specific way to destroy infective agents in our body, and this makes us not to be damaged when ingesting those medicines, and also in knowing how to formulate these medicines according to the way they are going to act. But in order to know how a medicine is going to act, we need chemical diagnosis. Diagnosis is necessary in medicine because it helps us to know about the mechanisms that lead the body to develop some disease or disorder. Many diseases are diagnosed through simple chemical reactions. For instance, the determination of the amount of glucose in the blood is a chemical reaction.
Look at this can of tuna. What is the first thing you see? Maybe it's its color, its shape, and maybe you're wondering how it tastes like. But have you ever wondered how this can of tuna is able to be in my hand and what were the processes to make it? Nowadays, with the help of technology and other sciences, it is possible to find many applications of chemistry in our food. Food chemistry deals with the composition of food, such as ingredients and chemicals involved. Most of the food we eat has artificial flavorings and artificial colors. Also, chemistry is an important factor to search solutions to preserve the characteristics of food for long periods of time. The purpose of the applications of chemistry in food is to improve the safety and quality of food for people's health and well-being.
For many years, humans have turned natural and synthetic poisons into weapons of war. Chemical warfare was introduced during the First World War in November 1914. Most war gases are large molecules with high boiling points that must be dispersed as fogs and smokes. Gases are classified by their principal effects as lacrimators, lung irritants, and systemic poisons. When under control, they are impressive and strike fear into the enemy. When out of control, they are equally dangerous to both sides. War gases makes no distinction of friend or enemy, so when they are used, both sides have to be wearing gas masks. In addition to having potentially horrific effects, chemical weapons are of great concern because they are cheaper and easier to manufacture and deliver than nuclear or biological weapons. Chemical weapons have the same potential for killing of thousands of people in a city attack, and unfortunately a long history of doing so.
Chemistry is such an amazing and important science in our daily life because it relates with everything that surrounds us. But first, let's define what chemistry is. Chemistry is a science that studies the properties, the composition, the structure, and the speed of changes of matter. And since matter is everything that's around us, then chemistry relates with the reactions that happen in our environment. So I think we've all heard at least once about global warming, but we don't really know how to relate it with chemistry. So now, if you want to know how this type of science is related with global warming issues, then stay here. But first, let's define what global warming is. Global warming is the increase in the temperatures of our Earth, atmosphere, as well as surface. So all of this is created by the accumulation of gases produced by human activities. As you may know, there are four main greenhouse gases. The first one is carbon dioxide, which is the most common one because it's really dangerous. The second is chlorofluorocarbons, third one is methane, and the last one is... And this is where chemistry relates with the greenhouse effect. This relates because every time these elements, such as carbon dioxide, are burned like gasoline or when doing industry stuff, when they are born, chemistry, energy in the form of heat and light is released to our Earth's atmosphere, which is one of the main causes why our Earth's atmosphere temperature is increasing, and that's why greenhouse and pollution is present in our daily life.
The first solution is boosting energy efficiency. We use energy in our homes, industries, companies, etc. But the production of that energy contributes a lot to global warming. So instead, we should use technologies that use less energy and have the same amount of productivity or more. The second solution deals with transportation. Transportation methods release a lot of greenhouse gases into the environment, polluting it. We could prevent it by using the fossil fuel these vehicles use. We should start using renewable sources, start using eco-friendly transportation methods like bicycles, and create routes to avoid traffic. The third solution deals with renewable energy sources. We should start using them since they are cost-effective, they don't pollute, and they can meet our energy necessities. Aside from those solutions at large scale, we as individuals can practice solutions like change our means of transportation by using bicycles, diminish our energy consumption by unplugging devices that we're not using, recycling, among others.
Chemistry is an important science because it helps us to get knowledge that can lead to the creation of new materials, and we can use these materials in many other different fields, such as architecture or electronics, or even in other sciences like biology or physics.
Chemicals are everywhere. They are all around you. You're seeing in chemicals, breathing in chemicals, eating chemicals. As you may know, chemistry is the study of the atoms, molecules, and mixtures which make up all the entire matter in the universe. Chemistry has helped to modernize our way of living. Without it, we wouldn't have all the advances we have in our industries, in our productivity. Chemistry has saved billions of lives, improved our industries, and our way of living. Thanks to chemistry, we have all the knowledge we have about the earth and all the things that are on it.
So throughout this whole documentary, we basically learned that chemistry is everywhere around us. Even though we may not be aware of it, it does relate with it. For example, we basically sit on chemistry, eat chemistry, we sleep on chemistry, and everything it's chemistry. Even our digestive system, it's a chemical process. Every single process and reaction that happens around us, it's chemistry. So chemistry really matters in our daily life. And basically, chemistry, it's the basic science of everything. Science, biology, physics, medicine. And since those are sciences that really apply in our daily life, then chemistry is the basic thing of everything. Reactions can happen everywhere. We see process daily with every single thing we do. When we eat food, when we sleep, when we are taking a shower, when we are just, doing daily stuff we do, chemistry, it's present every day.
I think chemistry has given a great advantage to the world by enabling us to predict nature. This way we can survive in it, interact with it, we know its composition, and we can now use that information to have a better quality of life.
Chemistry has been part of our lives since a long time ago. Right now, we use chemistry to prove and create new technologies. Chemistry has contributed in medical, physical, and ambiental solutions. It helps to understand how nature around us works and how can we take advantage of it. We are the future, and we need to go forward and make chemistry the best branch of science.